Have you ever wondered if she was just being nice, or if she was in fact flirting with you? Almost everyone has contemplated this question, and finding the answer can be a daunting task. But don't worry, you've come to the right place. Welcome to the ultimate guide to uncovering the hidden signs of flirting. Today we'll talk about the small things that could mean she's more than just politely interested in you. From the slight sparkle in her eyes to the way she leans in when you talk, these are the signs that she's interested in you. The more you know about these signs, the more you can connect with her on an emotional level, whether it's through her playful touches, the way she talks, or the way she laughs at your jokes. We'll take care of you. Stay tuned as we break down the 11 most important signs that she's flirting with you. Who knows? By the end of this, you might realize that someone special is giving you a few more signals than you thought. Don't miss this, love. It could be just one sign that she's interested in you. Have you ever felt like her eyes lingered a little too long? Pay attention to where her eyes are during conversations and even in quiet moments when you're not saying a word. If a woman isn't interested, her eyes will be drawn to anything but you, like her phone or the room. But if she locks eyes with you for 2 or 3 seconds, it could mean you've caught her attention in a way no one else has. The power of eye contact is deeply romantic and often taken for granted. A longing look isn't just a passing glance, it's a message that's sent in silence. It's a message of interest, maybe even love. Researchers have been studying this for decades. A fascinating study from 1989 found that 2 strangers who made intense eye contact for 2 minutes were more likely to fall in love and become passionate about each other. This shows how powerful the link we make with our eyes can be. Now here's something most of us don't think about enough. This silent call, making eye contact across the room or looking at you over and over while you're talking, is a big sign that she wants you to notice her. Tell her you like her immediately if her eyes sparkle or her face softens when she looks at you. If someone is looking at you with those beautiful eyes, don't look away. Instead, meet her gaze, smile, and give her a reason to keep looking at you. Trust me, that could be her way of telling you she likes what she sees. Go ahead and make your move before the moment passes, too. She's all smiles and laughter around you. She seems to find joy in even the most mundane comments you make. If she's really into you, she'll always have a smile on her face, and her laughter will make your ears feel good. Even if you don't tell the funniest jokes, being with her makes her happy. Why does a person interested in you enjoy even the smallest things you say or do? It's not about the words themselves, but about the person speaking to you. A girl who is interested will not just be polite with a laugh or a smile. She will fully engage with a warm, glowing enthusiasm that seems to radiate from every face. But here's the catch. How can you tell if it's real? Experimenting can contribute to the romantic enchantment. When a girl is really into you, her responses will feel natural, easy, and warm, even if the subject changes to something less exciting, like your trip to the grocery store. Observe if her laughter appears forced or excessive. Laughing and grinning like it's the best part of her day is a big sign she's flirting. When someone laughs easily around you, it means they're more than just enjoying your sense of humor. It means they're comfortable with you and probably feeling that spark. If she's laughing at your quirks and flashing her brightest smile, she's probably flirting. Congratulations, you're definitely making an impact on her. Remember the times you spent together. Joy, because that friendship could lead to something wonderful. 3. She's playing around with her body. Have you ever noticed how, even more than words, body language says a lot about someone? This is especially true when they are flirting. There is more to it than what words can express. You can tell when a girl likes you because her body might be sending you a lot of different messages. And here's the cool thing. A lot of these signs happen naturally and unconsciously. It's like her body can't help but show you what's on her mind. Why would I not know all of this if I didn't know it? One intriguing thing about attraction is that people tend to mirror each other. It's a subconscious way of connecting. If you want to test this, cross your arms briefly, change your stance, or run your fingers through your hair the next time you're with her. Then pay close attention to her response. Does she copy your movements even if it's just a little? If she does, you just found out that she's flirting with you. Mirroring is a natural way to connect and show interest. Her body communicates a shared understanding. Here's a cool pro move. Paying attention to her feet is something that most guys don't know about. It sounds weird, but there's science behind it. If her feet are pointing towards you instead of away or towards the exit, that means you have her attention. Small things like this can say a lot about how she feels, even if she's not saying much. Remember that flirting through body language is all about subtlety. She might not even know she's doing it, but the way she positions herself, mirrors your moves, or even faces, you are all subtle signs that she likes you. Pay attention to these signs and you might find out she's totally into you. Keep an eye out and you'll quickly figure out how she feels. 4. She can't stop asking you questions about you. Has she noticed that she asks you a lot of questions about your life, from your favorite hobbies to your childhood dreams? Although it looks like she's interviewing you, trust me, it's much more meaningful. The way she asks questions, her eyes lighting up with each answer, is her way of trying to unravel the mystery that is you. It's about finding and answering your value to personalize your life. She's not just being polite. She's genuinely interested in you. She wants to know what makes you tick. She's digging deeper because she's not happy with just knowing your name or what you do for work. She wants to know the hidden stories. She's really interested in you. So every question she asks is like a stepping stone into your world. She truly cares about you, and each question she poses serves as a gateway into your world. This isn't just casual talk. She's trying to connect with you on an emotional level. Think of it as her way of getting to know you better. At times, it may feel intense, as if you're the center of attention, but don't let it deter you. She might be interested in you for a romantic reason. She's showing you she cares by asking about the craziest food you've eaten or the first movie that made you cry. Enjoy the moment because she's not just asking, she's investing her time and attention in you, which is one of the most genuine ways to show interest. One of the clearest signs she's falling for your unique charm is if she's trying to learn everything about you. 5. She's all about the smiles. Imagine talking to a girl and all of a sudden she flashes you that beautiful smile. You can't help but wonder what this means because her whole face lights up. Rest assured, it most likely does. It's not a random reaction to smile. It's one of the cutest and most classic ways for someone to show interest in you. Certainly everyone smiles. However, this one is distinct. It is more significant, profound, and perhaps even flirtatious. Consider this. When an individual truly enjoys your company, they will give you a genuine, ecstatic grin that causes their eyes to twinkle. You know the one I mean. It's not just the polite smile of "thanks for holding the door." It's a smile that says, "Hey, I love being here with you." If her cheeks rise and her smile is so charming that you find yourself smiling back, it's a clear indication of a deeper connection. This isn't just a friendly conversation. Right now, this smile is setting off all of your flirting alarms, but here's the catch. Her eyes stay warm on you, she laughs easily, and the smile lasts a second longer than it needs to. She's providing you with a significant indication of her emotions, and I assure you that this is the good stuff. She's saying, "I'm into you," without saying it out loud. Add this to the other signs we've talked about, like teasing you in a playful way, touching you in a subtle way, and making reasons just to talk to you, and you've hit the jackpot, my friend. Her bright smile is like her own personal green light. All you have to do is look at her and maybe take a step forward. Sixth, she's touching you. Okay, let's talk about physical touch. When it comes to flirting, touch possesses a unique language that surpasses the power of words. If a girl is touching you, even if it's just briefly, it could mean she's interested. But here's the thing, that coworker who gives everyone high fives and bear hugs shouldn't be mistaken for flirty touch. How sensitive is she to everyone in the room, or does she seem only interested in you? This subtle distinction can make a significant impact. When a girl flirts with you through touch, it's usually something lighter, more personal, like when she laughs at your joke and puts her hand on your shoulder, even if it wasn't that funny. Or maybe you're walking together and she lightly touches your shoulder. She taps you on the back to guide you, or she might jokingly nudge your arm or give you a little push, followed by that unmistakable giggle. These are not casual touches. The key to figuring out what they mean is to ask yourself, is this touch intentional? Does it feel like she's making a moment just for you? Most importantly, does this feel like something that only you are experiencing? Congratulations, you're probably on her radar. Touch is one of the smallest but most powerful ways a woman can show she's interested in you. It's her way of getting to know you and seeing how comfortable you are with her as you start to notice those intimate little gestures. Pay attention, because the language of love could be happening right now. Have you ever noticed how a woman's voice changes when she's with certain people? It's not just in your head. It could be a strong sign that she's flirting with you. When a woman likes someone, her voice often lets them know. Studies even show that a woman's pitch tends to rise when she's talking to someone she likes romantically. It's like a natural way for her to show her interest without saying a word. But it's not just the pitch. When she's with you, she might also speak a little faster as she tries to keep up with everything she wants to say. Pay attention to these small things. When her voice becomes softer when she's with friends or conversing with strangers, but suddenly becomes more lively and higher pitched when she's talking to you, it's not merely a coincidence, it's the essence of flirtation. Romance often hides in these little things, like the way her voice draws you in and makes you feel special and noticed. It's as if she's sharing a part of her world with you through the melody of her words. Listen attentively the next time you are in close proximity. Her voice may convey the emotions she is experiencing, because actions speak louder than words, but in this case, her voice might be the only thing talking. 8. Her hands are telling a story. When a woman is flirting, her hands can tell you everything you need to know about how interested she is in you. It may sound strange, but her hands could be telling you her true feelings, even if she doesn't say much. Here's how to read this subtle but crucial sign of attraction. Pay close attention to what she's doing with her hands when she's near you. Are they moving around a lot, like when she's talking and gesturing excitedly? Does she use them to emphasize her words, almost like she's trying to draw you into the conversation? If so, this is a positive sign, because it means she's comfortable and maybe even trying to impress you. If she's twirling her hair while smiling at you, that's a classic sign of nervous excitement. It's like her hands are fidgeting because she's feeling so many different emotions. If her hands are crossed in front of her or resting stiffly in her lap, she might be feeling guarded or unsure, which could mean she's not interested in you romantically yet, or she's still warming up to you. The important thing to remember is that hands that are dynamic, open, or softly playful are like an unspoken invitation. She doesn't need to say it out loud because her body language says it all. If she's using her hands to express herself freely and isn't putting up any physical barriers, her actions, particularly her hands, often convey more meaning than words. She's nervous around you, fellas. Here's a big one. Nerves don't lie. When she's around you, does she seem a little less put together than usual? Maybe she's fumbling with her words, dropping things, or laughing at things that aren't even that funny. You might think she's just clumsy or distracted. But take a moment to consider this. It could be because you're the reason for all the butterflies in her stomach. When a girl likes you, she might find it hard to keep her cool. Those nerves are her body's way of reacting to how much she cares about what you think of her. It's not that she's naturally awkward. It's because you've got her mind racing and her heart skipping beats. She's stepping out of her comfort zones, just being around you. And that vulnerability is actually a huge sign of her feelings. Picture this. She sees you walk into the room and suddenly her brain is overthinking every little move. Should she smile? What if she, say, does the wrong thing? Oh no, did she just spill her coffee? Instead of worrying about it, you should find it endearing because it means you've gotten under her skin in the best way possible. So here's the takeaway. If she's a little clumsy, laughs too much, or seems flustered when she's near, you don't judge her. Instead, recognize it for what it is. A clear sign she's flirting with you and maybe even falling for you. Big time. Be kind about it. Lean into the moment, and who knows, you might just be the one making her heart race every time she sees you. 10. She doesn't move away when you enter her personal space. If you choose to flirt with a girl, she might respond by stepping into your personal space. For example, if you're talking and the conversation is going well, you might nudge her closer, sitting shoulder to shoulder, or standing just close enough that your voice softens automatically into an intimate hymn. What does she do next? Does she stay right there with you, her body language open, maybe even a little flustered but not pulling away? That, my friend, is a clear indication that she finds you attractive and feels comfortable in your proximity. When a girl lets you into her personal space, it's not a casual move. It's her way of saying, I feel safe around you and I'm open to a deeper connection. She's not simply accepting your proximity. She may even relish the intensity of the moment and desire for you to feel the same. However, if she instinctively withdraws or withdraws slightly, it could indicate that she is still establishing trust and establishing emotional boundaries. So it's important not to interpret it as a rejection or a definitive response. In love, timing is everything, and sometimes all it takes to break through those unseen walls is a little more patience, a slower pace, and respect for her comfort zone. It's important to read her body language, stand your ground, but don't push too far. Pay attention to small things like, does she smile or match your body language? She might shyly tuck her hair behind her ear or look at you while trying to stay calm. These small actions often say more than words. By strengthening your connection and demonstrating your genuineness, you could potentially win her heart. Figuring out the signs of flirting can be like putting together a difficult puzzle. Understanding these subtle cues can make a significant difference. From moving hands and nervous laughter to giving each other space, each gesture tells a story. Trust your intuition and focus on the subtle details. You might find that they feel the same way about you. If you like these tips and want more like them, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more insights. There are stories and tips to help you get through the world of relationships and more.